Are you teaching your people to be sheep or wolves? Many of us are spending too much time corralling our coworkers instead of pointing them in the direction we want them to go. Today we'll take a lesson from Mother Nature about positive reinforcement and give you 3 tips you can use to get your team moving in the right direction. Do you know what one of the biggest time wasters is for us as leaders? Building fences. And here's what I mean. You may have heard of that 80-20 rule. It's that unfortunate reality where we seem to spend 80% of our time dealing with 20% of our people, usually for the wrong reasons. This is because it's easiest to see and focus on things that are wrong, and our natural impulse is to impose barriers and penalties to keep them from happening again. Let me show you what I mean. Here's your team. Without a clear objective, they don't know where they should be going. One might start to wander over here, and he's not serving the customer well, so you have to make a list of rules to tell him how to act. And here's another guy. He's headed in this direction, being disrespectful or distracting to your other teammates. So you have to take time and effort to get him to stop. And then this guy, he's doing Facebook on company time. You end up building fences all over the place. But all these kinds of actions only just serve to emphasize what we don't want our teammates to do. It's kind of like trying to build a fence around them to keep them in their place. But fences take a lot of time and effort to put in. And once you have a fence, you have to maintain it, repair loopholes, and make sure no one's trying to dig underneath it or climb over it. Before you know it, all your energy is focused on the fence. And what do you get for this effort? Mostly you've just corralled and controlled them, like sheep. And I'm sure when your company went out to hire people, they weren't looking for sheep. They wanted the best people they could find. People with things like initiative, energy, drive. People who look for opportunity, who will work well together as a team. They were looking for something more like wolves. So let's consider the wolf for a minute. How does a wolf stay a wolf? Wolves have to eat to survive. They spend their time and effort looking for food. They do this by working together in packs and searching for opportunities. They don't waste a lot of time on things that don't contribute to success. So when's the last time you saw a wolf using Facebook? And when they are successful, they're immediately rewarded for their efforts with something meaningful, like a good meal. Nature rewards the efforts of the wolf using what behavioral psychologists call positive reinforcement. Chase the herd, get some dinner. Now don't get me wrong, some fences are essential. Things like ethical behavior, respect for others, compliance with safety requirements, these are critically important. These fences should be clearly identified and well constructed. But if you spend all your time trying to keep them corralled and boxing them in, what are you not doing? Leading, setting vision and direction, showing the way, encouraging, and reinforcing. So what's the takeaway? I got 3 thoughts for you. First, reward the wolves. Use that 80% of your effort to focus on creating the environment in which your wolves can be successful. Look for ways to reinforce their actions the same way that nature does, immediately, positively, and as a team. Second, don't punish your wolves while you're herding the sheep. That 20% can be a real pain in the neck, and you have to deal with them, but don't do it at the expense of your productive teammates. Devote your priority time and effort to helping them find dinner. Deal with the 20% at their inconvenience. And third, the fewer the fences, the better. If you want your pack to feel free to innovate, to think independently, to explore, demonstrate initiative, and succeed, don't build any more fences than you have to. The better you define what a good meal is to your team, the more they'll focus their energies on finding it, and the less time all of you will have to spend dealing with fences and tending sheep. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe below. Maybe share it with a friend who's getting stuck in fences of his own. And if you're looking for more helpful tips about leadership, be sure to head on over to the Rapid Start Leadership website, where we do our best to make the leadership learning curve a little less steep. Thanks.